found all of these obituaries. All outcasts, all patients at Willow Hill. They're all cremated and buried here.
How far would you go to solve a mystery that practically fell into your lap? Wednesday Addams attracts everything macabre and deadly. Her first year at Nevermore Academy led her to solving a string of murders and stopping a vengeful ghost from destroying the school. Now that she's returning for her second year, she has to cope with her powers being on the fritz, her mother watching over her shoulder, and being the hero of the school. Wednesday finds herself in the middle of another murder plot during her second year, and now she's putting her closest friend at risk as she searches for the Avian Outcast who's responsible. There's still so much to uncover in the second half of Wednesday's latest season, and as we wait for the next part to drop, I'll use today's video to theorize about what we'll see next.
Driving a wedge between me and my daughter.
That wedge was already an unbridgeable abyss, dear.
Number 1. Wednesday dooms Enid. Wednesday spent her summer vacation honing her psychic abilities. During her time away from Nevermore, she used Goody Addams' journal to hunt down an elusive serial killer while using her visions like a magical GPS. Once fall comes around, Wednesday believes she's a pro at summoning her visions, despite the black tears that start oozing out of her eyes. She ignores warnings from Morticia and Thing and continues to use her abilities once she returns to school. She can't help following her intuition, which leads her into the middle of an active murder investigation. Of course, things only get more complicated when everyone at Nevermore wants to treat her like a hero. Wednesday has had enough of playing pretend at the school's bonfire, turning a commissioned painting of her and her friends to ash in front of the entire school. While it might have been a little harsh, it got her message across. As she left the event, Enid rushed after her, and that's when Wednesday gets a disorienting vision of her best friend dying, with Enid shouting in her face, telling Wednesday that it will be her fault. Naturally, even the cold-shouldered Wednesday wants to protect her best friend, and she becomes desperate to stop the current murderer before it's too late. Unfortunately, Wednesday's investigation continues to lead to more trouble, and with each episode, the case escalates, putting her in more danger. Morticia even warns her daughter to stop looking for answers before she makes things worse, and I think that single line is a fantastic bit of foreshadowing. Wednesday might have good intentions, trying to save Enid's life before it's too late, but her relentless investigation might be the very thing that gets Enid killed in the first place.
So you're gonna torpedo it for the rest of us? You're my best friend, but can you be a little less Wednesday? This is supposed to be our best year ever.
Number 2. Slurp's inventions. Wednesday isn't the only Addams having a hard time settling in at Nevermore. As a first-year student and an outcast wherever he goes, Pugsley feels the pain of missing out more than most. Although he tries to become friends with Eugene and their peers, his quirky Addams Family behaviors leave him cast out and alone. In a bid to prove himself, he journeys to the Skull Tree in search of a school legend, only to shock the body of a long-dead student back to life when he loses control of his powers. He ends up with a zombie for a pet, and although the zombie meets him with rotting parts and a mechanical heart, he quickly becomes something more to Pugsley, who chains him up in the bee house and tries to keep him like a well-meaning house pet. It was only a matter of time until things went wrong, including a series of events where Slurp escapes and eats numerous people. Each person allows him to regenerate some of his body, including the brain that he initially lost. By the mid-season finale, Slurp gains his ability to speak. I suspect that in the second season he will slowly regain the brilliant mind he had in life. That marked him as a great inventor and one of the brightest, if not overly ambitious, minds that Nevermore had ever known. Once he gains more control of his hands, he could return to the decrepit clock tower he destroyed and return to his former creations. Of course, I fully expect his inventions to cause harm or misery to others.
With a fragile heart. He spent his days in bed, drawing all the incredible machines he planned to build someday.
Number 3. Tyler's return. One character I didn't expect to make his return so soon was Tyler. I know they showed him in the trailers, but he was safely tucked away within Willow Hill, where the staff kept him from harming others. I thought his first interaction with Wednesday, where she questions him about his late father, would be their last. The writers have other plans for his character, as they have built him up from a no-name barista to the most notable villain in the series. Tyler appears to have lost all shred of his humanity. He didn't flinch when Wednesday told him about his father, he didn't hesitate to kill Thornhill, who helped him escape, and he threw Wednesday from the second floor of the hospital, an act that left her at death's door. Fully able to transform into a hide and without a master to control him, Tyler has become one of the most dangerous creatures Nevermore's faced. Not to mention his escape is well-timed, as Wednesday and Fester unmasked their mysterious Avian and left her at the mercy of the Outcast experiments. For the final half of the season, we'll need a new antagonist, and who better than the bloodthirsty Tyler, who might want revenge on the werewolf that helped catch him.
You're not my mother. You're my master. Or should I say?
Number 4. Aunt Ophelia's rehabilitation. After Wednesday loses her connection to Goody, she doesn't receive another mentor for her abilities. According to Morticia, another from their bloodline should present themselves as a spirit guide for Wednesday to teach her how to use her psychic abilities. In their place, Morticia resides outside Nevermore as she takes on a more active role in the school. But watching Wednesday become more careless throughout her investigation reminds her of her missing sister, Ophelia. Wednesday tries to press her family for information about Ophelia, but all she learns is that she and her mysterious aunt are very similar in emotion, mannerism, and belief. As for what we know about Ophelia, she suffered the same black tears as Wednesday and went missing 2 decades ago. No one knows what became of Ophelia, including her sister. However, Wednesday found a raven-haired woman huddled in the lowest cells. And my gut tells me that she found her missing aunt without realizing it. Although she helps the woman leave the cells, they lose one another when Tyler attacks them, so it's impossible to say what becomes of this mysterious woman next. She might escape with her fellow patients, or she could stay to help Wednesday. Either way, I doubt we've seen the last of her, and I fully expect an emotional reunion between her, Morticia, and their mother.
I'm gonna get you out of here.
What kind of angel are you?
An avenging one.
Number 5, the Addams family reunion. On that note, we have a full-on family reunion in our future. The first season showed us the core 4 of the Addams family. Morticia and Gomez brought Wednesday to Nevermore and encouraged her on her first day, with a younger Pugsley tagging along. They cameoed from time to time, but Wednesday remained the only Addams center stage. The second season changes that drastically by giving Morticia a role within the school and allowing Pugsley to become a student. Wednesday remains the main protagonist, but now we have numerous subplots that follow other members of the Addams family. Before the end of the season, I suspect other members will also make their official debut, leading to numerous reunions. We also have Grandmama, Lurch, and Uncle Fester, and there's still plenty of time to introduce a few more from one of television's most unique families.
My appeals fell on deaf ears. Grandmama was always better at burying things than fixing them.
I have to admit, I wasn't sure how much I would enjoy a modern take on the infamous Addams family. Luckily, Wednesday has helped me fall in love with the characters all over again, as they embrace their dark sides and support one another as any good family should, even if that support requires challenging each other to duels in the middle of the woods. Wednesday herself feels right at home in a supernatural drama where she always has a new mystery to solve. She might love being a main character, but her unwillingness to look the other way also puts her in the middle of Nevermore's latest horror show. With more clues to find and a brave friend to save, her current case has just started to get interesting. Do you think Wednesday will unmask her avian stalker by the end of the season? Will the Addamses reunite with lost loved ones and overcome their differences? Feel free to share your predictions and theories in the comments section below.
I know it's been hard, with Goody gone and no one from my bloodline reaching out to be your new spirit guide.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated on our uploads.
Bradbury stumbled onto something. He said it could affect all outcasts, and we're just starting to scratch the surface.
You care about Outcast now?